everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Mindy Banks. I'm the Flip Flop Chef, and I'm going to show you how to make a pumpkin spice latte right at home. It's going to be a lot cheaper than going through the drive-thru every time that you want one of these. I purchased a couple of items on Amazon that are going to help me out today, and even with those purchases, if you find yourself going through Starbucks a lot, you're going to save a lot of money by making these at home. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you don't have a fancy espresso maker at home, you can purchase this really cool thing on Amazon, and you can actually make this on the stovetop. And so you don't need a fancy coffee machine that costs hundreds or even thousands of dollars to make your own lattes at home. So what we're going to do is we're going to unscrew the top off of this espresso maker, and I'll put a link to this in the details of the video and the comments so that you guys can purchase this for yourself if you like. But what I'm going to do, and I'll zoom in so that you guys can see a little bit better, I'm going to pour water inside of this base here. So we're going to fill this, and I am using filtered water. Pour the water in, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this filter right inside, just like that. Now I'm going to use Cafe Bustelo coffee grounds, which I have in one of Pampered Chef's make and take mason jars. I love using these jars for storage. I actually just put some pretzels in the pantry today. A sweet friend of mine gave me some, I think they're salted caramel pretzels for my birthday, and they were in a plastic bag, so I just transferred them into my another make and take mason jar, and they'll stay fresher longer that way. And so you're going to put your Cafe Bustelo or whatever coffee that you're wanting to use. This is an espresso ground coffee, and so it's a really fine ground coffee, and it's going to work great if you want to make homemade espresso. And I love the flavor of Cafe Bustelo no matter how it's served. I use it for cold brew as well. Now once you put that in there, what you're going to do, you'll see that this top part is empty. So we're going to put this on a hot plate here, and we're going to let the water boil. And while this boils, it is going to bubble up. That coffee is going to bubble up, or the espresso. So let's see. Oh, my burner might not be big enough. Let's do this on the stovetop really quickly. So I haven't used it on that portable burner, but I think that the eye is too small. So let me just put it over here. Okay, so I'll just have to walk back and forth. I haven't used that on my portable burner yet, so sometimes I learn these things while we are live together. So we'll just make it work, right? We're gonna improvise. All right, so the next fun product I want to show you is a milk frother. I also bought this on Amazon, and I can share the link with you guys so that you can check it out. At the time of recording this video, this is on sale for like 39% off. I'm like, why don't you just make it 40% off, because it just sounds better. But such a great deal right now, and it is so easy to use. This is actually made by Instant, and it has 4 different functions on here. You have cold foam, regular foam, thick foam, and then steamed milk. So I've actually been using the steamed milk option to make hot chocolate for my kids after school, and it's been really fun. Now it comes with this little whisk, which you just kind of slide down. There's a little pin in the bottom that you're going to attach that to. Let me see if I can show you that, since there's nothing in here. There's a little, see if I can angle that. There we go. There's a little post down there, and you just stick this little whisk right on the post, and you're going to add your milk. So for this one, I'm going to do a hot foam. So I'm going to fill this halfway, which is the maximum that you can fill this for all the options except for steaming milk. You can steam more milk because it's not foaming it up, and so you have to leave room for the steamed milk with this. So I'm going to put my little clear lid on here, and I'm going to just do regular foam. So I'm going to press the start button there, and we're just going to let this do its thing. And let me peek at our coffee real quickly. All right. That takes a few minutes. It hasn't started coming up into that reservoir on the top yet. I turned it up just a little bit since I'm having to go back and forth. Maybe that'll speed it up just a little bit. We're going to use pumpkin spice syrup, and this is from Torani. So I'll use a couple tablespoons of that. You can use less or more depending on your taste. I'm going to wipe out these coffee grounds. By the way, this fun little scoop here This is our new stainless steel scoop. It's from Pampered Chef, and anything that you purchase from me, I do earn commission since I'm a consultant with the Pampered Chef. So I'll post a link to my website, and you can check all of our products out, the Make and Take Mason jar, as well as this fun little measuring tool here. I actually like it because I can store it inside of canisters. I'm not putting this back in yet because I'm going to use it to measure the syrup. So you can serve your pumpkin spice latte as a cold brew. You can serve it as a hot coffee if you want. You could even blend it in a blender and make it like an iced pumpkin spice frappuccino. I know you guys can't see in here, and it's not very loud. Isn't that so cool? It's super quiet. You don't even really know that it's doing anything until you look down inside of this, and you can see that the milk is already almost up to the top, and so it's already a nice foam in there. It only takes a couple of minutes. You can use other brand syrups if you like. So you can get Starbucks brand. I buy most of my syrups at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods, but you can purchase syrups from Torani online as well. There's just going to be a shipping charge. Another option, some Sam's Clubs and maybe Costco, they carry some of the basic syrups like vanilla and hazelnut and caramel. If you have a restaurant supply store near you, those stores also carry a lot more options, not the full line that you're going to be able to get from Torani.com, but a lot of different options. So let me peek at this. I think I hear it over here. Yep. So it is, I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I don't want that lid to pop up, but I don't know if you guys can hear it. I can hear it. But it is filling up that reservoir on the top of that espresso machine or espresso pot, and it won't take long for that to finish. Once all the water is up, it's going to be done. You can serve this in a coffee mug. I'm going to use a beer mug today so that you guys can actually see what's in the cup, and just because I don't have a clear coffee mug, but you could use a coffee mug or you could use a beer mug for this. And I'm going to top it off with some Korenji cinnamon. And by the way, this finished. It doesn't beep or anything, and so that's the only thing I wish it had, like a little chime to let me know that it is done. But check this out. Isn't that amazing? Can you guys see this? Look, this amazing foam in no time. I'm going to rinse this off because I'm going to use this spoon to stir that espresso before we pour it. So let me check on this. Okay. There we go. And you do want to be careful with this because it does get really hot. So let me put this on a little trivet here, and we'll go ahead and make our pumpkin spice latte. So like I said, I'm going to pour it in a beer mug so that you can see what I'm doing. Let me make some space here. I don't want to burn myself either. All right, so you do want to make sure you wait until this finishes bubbling, and you guys can see that this reservoir is full, and oops, we're going to just stir this a little bit. That's a suggestion from the instructions to just sort of redistribute the flavors before you pour it out. So then I'm going to close this lid, and I'm going to pour into this beer mug here. Oops, it's leaking. I must not have, I'll just pour fast. I must not have screwed the base on tight enough. It says Pampered, not perfect, right? All right, and I'll set this aside, and then I'm going to pour in my syrup. So I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do 2 tablespoons. Oops, I can't remember where the marks are on here. Oh, yeah, they're on the outside. I forget. So we're going to just pour 2 tablespoons. That's the top bar or top line on here. If you want it less sweet, then of course use less syrup. I'm going to take my swivel spoon that I have here, and I'm just going to get this all mixed together. Let me rinse this off so we can get our foam on there and make it look super pretty. So if you want to be a barista at home, these are a few tools that aren't really expensive that you can use to make your coffees at home. All right, so get the foam on the top. Whoops, my little whisk came off. And I'm going to take my Korenji cinnamon and sprinkle some of that on the top, and that is how you make a homemade pumpkin spice latte. And doesn't this look amazing and delicious. I cannot wait to drink this. And so the products I use today from Amazon are the espresso pot, and I don't remember the price on that. And then I used the instant milk frother, and I made not super thick foam, I used just the regular foam. And I also used Tarani's pumpkin spice syrup. You can get a lot of Tarani syrups on Amazon also, so if you wanted to just do a few things on Amazon. And then you can purchase the Pampered Chef products through my website. You can go to theflipflopchef.com and click the button to shop the products there, and you'll be able to find those. I use the Make and Take mason jar and our stainless steel miniature scoop and the crunchy cinnamon. Now, depending on when you're watching this video, the crunchy cinnamon is typically only available October through December, and there's no guarantee that we'll have it every year. So I hope you guys will try this. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care, you guys. Bye.